Hi, I'm Alex Pault with Open Systems Media and Embedded Computing, and I'm here at the Things Conference, and right now I've got Nicolas Sornin from Semtech. Now, Semtech has got a long relationship with this organization and with this event, correct?
Well, it does, because Semtech, as a provider and inventor of the LoRa technology, is actually fueling that ecosystem, is providing the most of the chip that actually make it work. So it's at the foundation. TTN, companies like TTN are actually building a great solution, mainly software, on top of those chips, actually. And then they make it happen.
Very nice. Now, when you think about where it's going and where it's coming from, why did Semtech decide to go in this direction? I mean, there's a lot of wireless protocols, there's a lot of competition in the space. What made decide to do the jump?
This all stemmed from an acquisition that Semtech did 6 years ago now. So actually, we had created the LoRa technology inside a small startup. I was one of the founders. So Semtech actually acquired that LoRa technology at that time in 2012. And they actually decided to invest heavily in it because they believed in it. And so it became really clear at one point that we weren't going to succeed on our own. To reach the full benefit of LoRa, we needed an ecosystem around it. We need sensor manufacturers, we need backend providers, we need system integrators, we need all of that. So this is why actually what decided us to foster the creation of the LoRa Alliance, okay, to group and organize this ecosystem, and now it's actually living its own life. It's progressing more or less without us at the moment.
Well, but then that's the sign of a good legacy, demonstrates the initiative of the founder, right? You started something good, and it's rolling, very obviously rolling well.
So it's rolling unexpectedly well, I would say. So I think nobody would have imagined the scale of this thing or an event like this today 6 years ago.
I find that a little curious because, yes, it's currently a bit of a niche, but low-power wireless is almost a holy grail. Everybody wants it.
For some good reasons, actually. So IoT today, if you try to define IoT, most people would say Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. That's what really comes to mind immediately. But as soon as you say that, you also realize all the limitations of your technology. You know, Wi-Fi has a range problem, Bluetooth has a range problem. Wi-Fi is not low power at all. So as soon as you want to do something with a little bit of autonomy, or that can go farther away than 50 meters, then you have to switch to something else. And this is where LoRa comes into play.
Now, one of the things I'm noticing is the infrastructure is growing. I mean, we have solutions here, nodes and devices, but there are also companies expanding the network itself, making it available in more places. Can you tell us about some of those companies that are helping increase the fundamental infrastructure?
Alors, like any network, of course, you need an infrastructure. That infrastructure consists of the gateways, the antennas you're deploying to gather those radio signals from the sensors. And it also consists of a cloud infrastructure, where all the security mechanism, the processing of the payload happens. So the companies that are actually deploying gateways, you have plenty of different business models. TTN, for example, is today they're giving away gateways and people put them in their home. And
they gave one to every attendee, yeah.
And therefore they extend the coverage just by plugging them inside their home. You have operators like Orange, Swisscom, KPM, Proximus, Machine Q, so Comcast in the US, which are actually deploying carrier-grade networks using the existing antenna sites. You know, the sites on which they put the cellular antenna, they also add the LoRa technology to those sites, and this is how they roll out the network. You have some companies that deploy only for buildings. Schneider is actually putting out gateways in the industrial buildings. They are monitoring just for their own sensors in a private network fashion. So maybe as many deployment models as you have operators around.
Or application spaces, right?
Exactly, yes.
Are there any particular application spaces that you see are very ripe for this?
Yes. So smart building comes to mind first. So smart building is a process of improving the energy efficiency of a building. So, minimizing air conditioning, minimizing heating in winter, making sure lights are turned off, making sure there is no water, excess water leakage, all of that. So for those applications, we are still starting to see mass deployment because there is an obvious return on investment, and it's a virtuous application on top of that. The other application is logistic, connected logistic, namely. With the worldwide commerce going on, there are a lot of things that a lot of goods actually getting lost, and well, that's a direct loss. So if you can avoid this, basically return on investment is also very quick.
Now, quick question. Now, when we start talking about inventory tracking, we also start thinking about things like blockchain, right? Now, have you thought about integrating more of that type of technology into yours?
Alors, so for me, blockchain is a buzzword. And it's a very valid technology to solve some problems. In particular, when you want to, when you have a very distributed ecosystem and you want to build a trusted relationship between partners that don't necessarily talk to each other. Blockchain and LoRa are totally orthogonal technology. LoRa provides a low-power connectivity. Blockchain operates in the cloud to provide trust. So actually, yes, there is a good fit between each other, but they are not tied to each other.
Right. Excellent. Well, thank you. Now, Nicolas, before I let you go, do you have any words of wisdom for our audience?
So certainly not. Not word of wisdom, but I'm really thrilled and amazed and full of gratitude actually for to see all those people gathered in this place today, and to see that they all using this technology we invented a while ago, and they seem happy about it.
Well, I don't see any reason why not. They're doing very well out here with it. Thank you very much, Nicolas. I appreciate you taking the time to be with us.
I did also. Thank you so much.